Welcome to Hardline. Happy belated Thanksgiving, first of all, to everybody. Hope everybody had a safe and happy holiday and continue to have a safe and happy holiday weekend. Today, it's a holiday weekend, so I figured let's do something simple, let's do something fun, let's do something easy. So I'm combining two of my favorite hate rant topics, Russiagate and Factcheckers being unreliable, and we're just going to mash those two up into one. First off, what you'll probably see up here in the corner here, maybe it's this side, I don't know how this green screen stuff works, but I found earlier this week, somebody was sharing from PolitiFact, Democrats spent 4 years refusing to acknowledge Trump's 2016 victory. PolitiFact ruled this false. This is untrue. This did not happen. Meanwhile, I decided to kind of test that. So you're saying that Democrats in general, in aggregate, didn't think that Trump was an illegitimate president, didn't think that let's look at another PolitiFact story. This one's from 2017. 2017, and I think we got another cap here. 2017 lie of the year. December of 2017. A mountain of evidence points to a single fact. Russia meddled in the U.S. presidential election of 2016. Now, bear in mind, this is 2017, right? Now, this is around the same time that they were saying that there were 17 intelligence agencies who had information on. Now, it turned out later the 17 intelligence agencies think that was a lie. They were wrong about that. CNN kept saying it even after on Congress it was mentioned that no, actually it's not all 17 intelligence agencies. CNN ignored that and kept saying all 17 intelligence agencies. So for 4 years we had people lying about Russiagate, saying that the president was not legitimate, saying not my president, saying the election was hacked, saying the election was stolen. 4 years of this. And PolitiFact, the same people saying, no, we didn't. We didn't say it wasn't that Trump's president wasn't legitimate. Literally 3 years earlier, saying a mountain of evidence points to a single fact: Russia meddled in the U.S. presidential election of 2016. Not they might have, not maybe they did. They have. They did it. They hacked our election. They did it. That should be a disputed claim. By the way, guys, you know how like if you say Dominion or Hammer or a dozen other things, then Twitter and Facebook puts a big Surgeon General's warning on your tweet or your post. Notice there were no Surgeon General warnings that this was a disputed fact when for 4 years people were saying that Russia hacked the election. Noam Chomsky, not exactly your typical conservative, a literal, leftist, even he came out and said it was laughable, the thought that Russia hacked our election. Went on to point out that, compared to, say, Israel actually does have a huge influence on every election we have. So it's ridiculous, though. You'll never hear about that, though, because the Israeli lobby is too powerful. But yeah, so it really is. It's laughable. It's almost laughable. It would be laughable if we didn't spend $30 million plus investigating a hoax. A hoax. It's not a lie. They're calling it. They're saying that calling Russiagate a hoax is a lie. There have been so many situations like this over the past 4 years. The Syria gassing and the OPCW leaks. And, there was a reporter who came out and he was going to show some evidence that the official narrative regarding Assad was untrue. And Newsweek fired him because these major publications have a narrative to run. And they are in league with the Silicon Valley firms and the military firms and the think tanks and the policy institutes. And facts be damned, ladies and gentlemen. And here's another thing. I've been mentioning the name Richard Stengel a lot. And if Biden Harris are, the admin team in January, then you're going to be hearing probably a lot more about Stengel from me. But Stengel literally, he was one of the big Russiagate pushers at MSNBC. He's also, called himself chief propagandist at the State Department under Obama. But yeah, so he wanted to fund journalists to look into Russian meddling. He's the same guy who said that journalistic objectivity is good for Russia because then they can use us being objective about the bad things that the West does against us. We can't have that. That's literally where we're headed, though, folks. And so, yeah, this is why I don't put a lot of stock in the fact-checking industry, because they are. They're I'm biased. I'm biased. You're biased. Everybody's biased. But I'm not going to pretend to be unbiased, So that's my big issue with guys like PolitiFact. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys right now. Until next time, as I said, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving weekend.